Every now and then, a prophetic song appears in the Torah. We saw one after the splitting of the Reed Sea in Parshat Beshalach, and we see one now in our Parsha Chukat. There are some interesting differences, though, between the two songs. In Beshalach, it was Moshe who primarily led the prophetic song, with Israel joining in with Moshe to sing the song. The various commentators differ exactly as to how Israel joined in. Some say that Israel sang the song together with Moshe. Others say that Moshe said one phrase and Israel then said the next. Others say that Moshe sang the song phrase by phrase and Israel repeated each line after him. And still others say that Moshe sang the song phrase by phrase and Israel just answered with the same refrain each time. In Chukat, however, Moshe is nowhere to be found. The song is sung only by Israel. If Moshe was Israel's leader and had been so for the last 40 years in the desert, why then did he not participate in the prophetic song? Bechor Shor says that there was a very good reason why Moshe did not participate in this song. The prophetic song in Parshat Chukat revolved around a well of water, and Israel sang praise and thanks to God. Moshe had just forfeited his role of leading the nation of Israel into the land of Israel due to improperly dealing with a lack of water for the children of Israel. Doesn't this show thoughtlessness on Israel's part? Their revered leader was now destined to die in the desert because of them, and they sang praise of thanks to God on that which caused his downfall? Perhaps there is another reason why Moshe does not appear in this prophetic song in our parsha. There is another notable difference in the opening line of the song besides for the issue of Moshe not appearing in it. In Parshat Beshalach, the Torah tells us that the people who are singing the song with Moshe are the children of Israel. In Chukat, the Torah describes the people just as Israel. Why does the Torah call the people in one song the children of Israel, and in a later song just Israel? Even more than that, the prophetic song is not the only part where the people are called just Israel and Moshe is not mentioned. It seems that for at least the rest of the parsha, once Moshe's fate had been sealed for hitting the rock, Moshe's role was then diminished. Although he still led and directed the nation, it seems that his presence was reduced more to internal affairs. This reduction in Moshe's role actually was for the best, as it allowed Israel to go from being the children of Israel to becoming Israel. Israel as a nation had finally matured. They now had become a unified political entity and nation. In matters of state, the surrounding nations did not know or care as to who was leading Israel. They related to the nation as a whole, only knowing it as Israel. Furthermore, by the Torah describing the actions to be those of Israel and not of Moshe, it means that the Torah is ascribing initiative to the nation as a whole. It was Israel who sent messages to the other nations. It was Israel who prayed to God for salvation and help. It was Israel who waged war. And by the same token, it was Israel who sang the prophetic song. Israel had finally come into its own. Moshe's absence from the prophetic song showed that the initiative for the song was all Israel's, and that his teachings had finally been internalized by the nation. They were now truly ready to enter into the land. Shabbat Shalom.